We're joined now by Jonathan Martin of Politico.com. Jonathan, thanks for being here. And this New York 23 race, Sarah Palin has kind of laid down a marker for everyone here. And you heard Governor Pawlenty there. It really sounds like he's considering the conservative candidate.
It's a cliche, but it really is, guys, increasingly a fight for the heart and soul of the Republican Party. The battle lines are now drawn. The establishment here in D.C., NRCC, supporting this moderate candidate.
And the RNC.
You've got folks, Sarah Palin, and it seems, guys, like Pawlenty's going to be next, supporting the conservative alternative. And if you look at the polls, he seems to be, the conservative seems to be surging.
And what happens if the Democrat ekes out a victory here? Do they have to go back and examine this to avoid this going forward as a potential problem for their party?
Absolutely. They've got to reconcile, and especially in the Northeast, they've got to reconcile the sort of conservative, true believers in the party and the sort of broader, moderate middle. And it's on vivid display, not just in New York, but also in Jersey, too. Chris Daggett is going to take a lot of the sort of moderate, Tom Kaine-like voters, 10, 12%, maybe more. And that's a reminder of why this party is losing so much up north and the fact that the problem still remains.
And if you're a 2012er right now, you may have wanted to stay out of this and try to put this off as much as possible. I don't know if that's possible after what Sarah Palin
being
did.
Dragged in here. No, that's exactly right. With her sort of laying down this marker, Governor Pawlenty was asked about it last night here in Washington, didn't really have an answer, but clearly has sort of thought about it since then and made news here today on Top Line saying that, you know, he was going to probably weigh in this race. Nobody wants to be outflanked to the right in a primary, okay? Tim Pawlenty is doing the sort of natural political thing here going into a GOP primary.
Quickly, in our last 40 seconds with you, the public option, couple little bits of news on that today, tied to Medicare rates in the House, not so much. It's not going to be that robust. But the Senate side, this opt-out thing looks like it could be a deal. Does the White House have 60 votes? I'm
not sure that even with the opt-out deal, I'm not sure they do yet. I mean, obviously Tom Carper likes it, but I'm not sure. Take, for example, Ben Nelson. You just never know what Ben Nelson is going to do. And when every one of those votes counts, I think they still have some work to do. I think you're seeing some folks come along, especially those that are in cycle next year, Abe Lance Lincoln, but there are still some folks that you just never know. Very, very sort of tough people to figure out, like Nelson.
Yeah, and they're going to be on the fence and on the firing line through all of this.
Absolutely.
Politico's Jonathan Martin, thanks for being
here. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, Jonathan. That does it for this edition of Top Line. Be sure to click us on again next week.
Twitter.com/TheNote. Keep the conversation going.
And tune in to George Stephanopoulos on Sunday morning on This Week. Thanks a lot.
I love it. T-Paw, J-Mart, T-Chow.